Hey there, all you guys and gals, you hepcats, cool kittens, you diesel-powered disciples of cool. It is time once again for Comixstravaganza Live. Woo! I am your host, the artist also known as Big Daddy Cool, Johnny Della Rocca, swinging solid from the Houdini room, along with my buddy, the pretty boy, Daniel Shoemake.
What up, what up?
And it's just him and I tonight. Leanna is off with a sick friend in the hospital, and we hope she gets well soon.
Prayers up. Prayers up.
Praying for you. But we want to thank our sponsors tonight, GraphicPolicy.com and Comic Bento, Comic City Conventions, The Unlockable Characters, Cosplay Collective, and of course my company producing all this stuff, John Pica Productions and BDC Entertainment. And we've got a big news story tonight, man.
Oh my God.
Let the nerd rage begin.
Oh my God. The internet is going to, melt.
I'm really
Holy
surprised
cow.
it hasn't yet.
Well, I don't think everybody's really had a chance to absorb it yet. From the few people that I've talked to, it's been, oh, that's cool. That's re-stupid, as in, that's re-stupid. That's the new term, apparently. And
Re-stupid?
Re-stupid.
I've not heard that term.
That was a younger brother come up. That was an off-the-cuff, Caleb, my younger brother, he came up with that one. And then another one was like, yeah, well, that could be cool. That could be fun.
Well, if you don't know what we're talking about, it is the only news story today.
In this book, I just got it.
All right,
Literally.
so we got to give you this warning. This is a huge spoiler alert episode because a lot of big stuff happens in this issue. Now, a minor spoiler alert is that Boba Fett, yeah, there it is. Boba Fett tells Darth Vader that he has a son. So that's how Darth Vader learns that Skywalker is his son. But
wow, hang on, wait a minute. Give me. Yeah,
all right,
Dad.
let's give Daniel a moment.
So yeah, apparently, when Han Solo said he was a scoundrel, he was actually telling as truthful as you can get, because apparently he was married in between A New Hope and Empire.
Well,
and she shows up.
Well, no, married before A New Hope, because this series takes place just moments after the Battle of Yavin. So this is between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, that 3-year period between the two movies.
Yeah. So he was married before that, and apparently she just kind of shows up.
She just found him.
Yeah, just found him. She doesn't look very excited about finding him.
Sana Solo,
yes. And
is it my imagination, or does she... Go ahead and show the audience her picture. She resembles to me, what's her chick from Firefly? Chloe?
She definitely resembles her.
Yeah, and which is interesting because Han Solo... Well, Captain Mao was kind of based off of Han Solo, and... that series, they had this kind of romantic, non-romantic
there was
tension
thing
going
there,
on.
yeah. But she was married to
Wash.
Yeah.
But you always felt like that if she wasn't with Wash, she would be with Captain Mao.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I wonder if that isn't a little bit of the writers fulfilling a fanboy dream here.
Maybe, but it's one of those things where the people I've talked to, one is about as big a Star Wars nerd as you and I are.
Yeah.
Then my younger brother, he's about on our level. He might not be that high, his height. But then the other guy, he's a original, and he doesn't really care much past anything else. So it's hit and miss right now. I'm kind of excited to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, because, it makes perfect sense that Solo, maybe had a drunken night at the Sabbath tables.
Well, heck, he got the Falcon that way.
Yeah, that's how he won the Falcon. Maybe he... ran off to Cloud City, and
it could have been or Jabba's casino up there.
Yeah, the Zero's casino.
Yeah, Zero's,
on Coruscant, and they got married on a whim. He realized, oh my God, what did I do? And Chewie, punch it, and she's been tailing him the entire time, trying to catch up to him.
I want to know how this plays out, just from the sheer fact that it's that. How are they going to tie this into the new stuff? If it's even going to be mentioned.
Well, I mean, Okay, so here's why this is important. Because for the first time ever, the comic series is G-level canon.
Yeah.
It is canon, official story from Lucasfilm and Disney, but we know that he's not married by the time Empire comes back.
No,
around.
yeah, we know
so
that.
we know it's going to resolve, but it was a huge shock to a lot of people.
I messaged you, I texted you right when I saw
I know
it.
you
I
did.
was like, what in the world? I'm about to have a stroke. This is insane.
Yeah.
It was, I was flabbergasted.
I personally don't have a problem with it because I think it's nice to find and to discover some new layers and some new levels for these characters. 'Cause one of the big complaints that I've always had about film properties and having an expanded universe, like the Star Trek books, for example, the characters really weren't allowed to grow because there was an ongoing series. They had to start and stop at the same place, and so, and the comics are the same way. And in the Star Wars universe, in the expanded universe, they grew and branched off and really became something completely different from where they began. And that was okay because that was never canon. Sorry, fans of the EU, it was never canon.
It's fantastic fan fiction.
Yeah, it is great fan fiction, and the Timothy Zahn stuff is awesome. Yeah. I wish some of his stuff was canon.
The Rogue Squadron stuff, I adore that stuff.
Well, and there's still room for it to be incorporated through the other properties. We've got the new movies coming up, and I say movies because there are going to be some standalone movies. And Rebels is happening in canon, and we've already seen them pull some characters from the EU in Clone Wars and Rebels, and they've used a lot of the old designs. Me personally, I'm just holding out hope that somewhere along the line, Mara Jade, Talon Karrde, and Admiral Thrawn are incorporated into canon. That's really my fondest wish for the Star Wars universe.
I just want Mara Jade. Talon Karrde and Thrawn, I'm cool. I would be disappointed if they weren't, but I just want Mara.
I love Talon Karrde because he was this rival of Han Solo and Lando Calrissian, but still a friendly competitor. But he was obviously smarter than anybody else.
He's the smartest guy in the room.
He was Tony Stark of the Star Wars universe
without the money.
Well,
he had a.
I don't know.
He hit it pretty well though.
He had his own planet.
He did have his own planet. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Never mind. Just kidding.
So anyway. And you know what? I really liked the book. We're going off on a tangent now. The Courtship of Princess Leia.
Oh, that was a great book.
Great
Dathomir and the Hades.
The Witches of Dathomir, which came canon in Clone Wars. Yeah. But Prince Isolde.
Yeah, Isolde.
I love that dude.
That's a great character.
And I just want to see Prince Isolde riding up on a Rancor. That's what I want to see.
With the chick on the back that he ends up with, the princess from Dathomir or whatever.
Yeah,
anyway.
Well, she was one of the Night Sisters, right? Yeah. One of the witches, no?
She wasn't one of the Night Sisters. She was one of the witches that was, fighting. Anyway.
All right. Well, that's enough of the Star Wars news. We would love to get your feedback. You can tweet us live right now. Your comments at Live Comics, or send us an email, comixstravaganza@gmail.com. Hold the presses. Hot topic.
Oh, no.
You ain't getting Think Geek.
No!
Did you see this?
Yes! I'm so happy about that.
GameStop.
Thank you.
Stepped in, and they are going to be the ones that buy Think Geek.
Because GameStop does kind of the one-off, quirky, goofy stuff in the store.
Yeah, they do.
I love that.
It is more closely aligned to really what Think Geek is.
And it's not going to be, because when I heard Hot Topic was going to get it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Because Hot Topic's the store for fake 13-year-old goth kids who think that they're really goth, but they have no clue what they're talking about. But
can we get that on the record?
Oh, you can quote it. Hot Topic is for 13-year-old fake goth kids who think they know what goth is, but when you can buy a Tupac poster there, that's not really goth, personally. That's just me.
There you have
all
it.
hate mail. I don't care.
There you have it from the pretty boy.
But so, with GameStop buying it, I'm excited because it's going to keep the quirkiness. You've got the game, like the video game nerd section on ThinkGeek, that's just going to get even bigger, which I'm excited for because I love that stuff. I'm excited right now because the big stuff's coming. So
well, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
So so congratulations to GameStop.
Thank you.
You know, it does have to make you wonder if this is such a desirable property, why is it for sale? Are the guys who founded...
Because they're tired of doing it.
GeekNet is the one who started ThinkGeek. Are they just tired of doing it? Has it grown beyond what they were originally interested in doing?
Maybe it got to the point where, like, hey, this is as good. This is where we wanted it to be. We've busted our butt. We've accomplished our goal. Let's cash out and do something else.
Kind of like the original New York Seltzer Company, which is coming back. It's starting to hit shelves right now. Did you ever have New York Seltzer? You might be
did a flyby on me.
You might be a little bit young for this.
I'm probably a little bit young
because they were kind of gone by like 1993.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, back in the day, man, New York Seltzer Company was flavored seltzer water, but was all natural, no preservatives, no additives.
How's it taking this long to come back?
Well, they were very successful, hugely successful, but it was this case where the owners got involved in some other side businesses and decided they wanted to go do that instead. And so a new company has bought them, and they're bringing them back. I can't wait. My fondest memories as a kid was going to my mom's sandwich shop in North Canton, Ohio, and she would make these awesome pita roll-ups with New York Seltzer, and we'd have New York Seltzer and pizza. It was awesome. Awesome. Sweet. I can't wait. Anyway, the prophet of pop culture has spoken once again, and once again my predictions have come true. 2 years ago, it was announced that Michael Dorn was wanting to do a Captain Worf TV series, and he was working on it. And at the time, 2 years ago, you can go back and watch the tape on Tales from the Geek, if it still exists and hasn't been taken down. Did I just say that out loud?
I'm gonna...
Anyway, they haven't posted a new episode in 3 months. But anyway,
mic drop. Pow! Okay.
I said at the time that... my dog is going crazy upstairs now.
You brought up that show. Come on.
Yeah. No, I said at the time that this smacked of desperation, and I said no way it's going to happen. Because we had already had the relaunch with the J.J. Abrams series, and the sequel, Into the Darkness, was coming out. And I was like, there's no way that Paramount or any network is going to invest money into a TV series that is part of an old mythology, which is being overwritten by the new. I was like, it's not going to happen. Well, yesterday, I forget what website it was. It doesn't matter. I posted the article on our Facebook page. Michael Dorn confessed that CBS has passed on it. Paramount has passed on it. They are not going to fund a pilot. They said, hey, you're welcome to go do it yourself. We'll give you permission to use the character if you want to raise the money and do it. I predict this. Okay, so first of all, it's not going to happen, but here's my prediction. He's going to go to Kickstarter.
I was about to say that.
I'm going to predict it right now that Michael Dorn is going to go to Kickstarter to raise money to do a Captain Worf pilot. But I still say it will never happen.
As much as I love that character,
I don't want to see it.
Remember the old Star Trek books, like the young Star Trek Next Generation?
Sure.
Yeah, because it was for, 9 to 14-year-old kids, and, it went through everybody's academy experience, like from Worf to Captain Picard and Troy and all them. And the first 3 were Worf. I adore the character. I always have. He's always been my favorite out of the Next Generation.
Yeah, well, when he came on, Deep Space Nine was my favorite series.
Yeah.
But Worf was my favorite character from Next Generation, and when he came over to Deep Space Nine, it was like a whole nother level.
Okay. I'm messing with you. But anyway, yeah, because Worf's my favorite character, but I would much rather see Worf grow. Because, they've relaunched everything.
Yeah.
and we've seen all the young, new young Captain Kirk, new young Spock, and all the new guys. As much as I love Michael Dorn, I adore you. I adore you as an actor, but I hate it. But I just don't want to see it.
Ain't gonna happen. But he's gonna try Kickstarter first. All right, so you got some news about E3.
E3's coming. It's next week. Yeah, next week. Fallout 4, the new Fallout game. The trailer dropped today.
Everybody's talking about Fallout 4.
It looks awesome.
I've never even heard of Fallout 1, 2, or 3. I'm sure Amy and Sully are going to
they'll probably
talk
about it. And then new Tomb Raider trailer is going to drop next week. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about that.
So E3, that's the big convention.
That is the big video game convention.
Is that in LA or Chicago?
It's in Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
I'm really excited to see everything that's coming out. Because of, Fallout, apparently there's going to be a 20, 30-minute demo. Tomb Raider's going to have stuff. Just the list of things that are coming. I'm beyond excited for this year.
You remember that network G4?
Oh, yeah,
I used to go to E3 every year, and I really miss G4. I miss
really
Attack
do.
of the
Attack
Show.
of the Show.
Attack of the Show.
Yeah.
It was Attack of the Show. What was the game review one? What was it? It was Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. I remember that.
Yeah.
Morgan was hot. Dude.
Whatever happened to that
I
network?
don't
Why
know.
did they...
They turned into
Hold up.
Spike. They turned into Spike TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, even after they became Spike, they still
do the E3 stuff. I haven't seen any advertisements or anything like that, but the big Xbox, the big Nintendo, and the big PlayStation stuff.
Didn't they do? No, that was E-television. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
Talk Soup. I used to like that show too.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. So, anything else gaming wise?
That's all I've got
You're
right
just
now.
excited about
I'm
E3.
just excited.
And that
for
happens
E3.
next week.
Next week, I'm just excited.
You know what
to see
else
everything.
happens next week? Next Friday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, there's a couple of big conventions going on, a couple of big festivals. Fanboy
It's this weekend.
is this weekend, but then next weekend, the 12th through the 14th, is Superman Celebration.
That is
Now,
coming up.
Dee and Nancy are going out to Fanboy, right?
No.
No.
You changed your minds. They were going, but they're not now. I'm hoping some of you guys will tag along with me to Superman Celebration. I'm going to camp out with the family and the dog. We're going to camp overnight there. Have you ever been to Superman Celebration?
No, I wish I could go, but I'm already committed to go down to Birmingham. I'm sorry, I'm working in Birmingham. I'm making money.
Did you get your camping spot already?
We're going to be camping
Might not be.
somewhere.
Yeah.
As of today, they still have spots available. So,
Okay. Because if we go, we'll camp too.
okay. Well, I'll reserve the spot today. Fort Massac State Park. It's only $20 a night.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. And they got showers. That's all I care about.
That's all you need.
I can camp all day long, but I gotta have a shower every day, sometimes twice a day. I mean, that's just me. All right. Anyway, we got some hot new releases, some hot new comics. Obviously, Star Wars #6 is our top pick of the week. Pick that up and check that out. Big stuff happening there. Another big release this week, and a lot of people are going to laugh, but Batmite.
That's actually kind of
number
cool.
one.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, well, Batmite has always been one of those quirky characters in the DC universe. He was part of one of the Batman animated shows back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
before your time.
Yeah, that was before me.
He's a child. But anyway, apparently Batmite is going to play a big part in the post-Convergence DC universe, and
I thought you were
it's
about to say
number 1
in
of
the
6.
in the new movies because they've added everyone else.
Hey, you know what?
It wouldn't surprise me.
surprise me either. Now,
Sorry.
this week there are two Phantom titles out.
I like the cover art on this first one.
Yeah, this is really great cover art by Sal Velluto. Now, one of the titles is the Dynamite series, where Lothar has taken over the mantle of the Phantom. It's been okay, not quite hitting all the right notes. This is Peter David's series with Sal Velluto doing the art, And not only is it hitting all the right notes, it's like a maestro's orchestra.
Really?
It's fantastic.
Cool.
Phenomenal. One of my favorite books out right now. Now, I've never been a fan of the character The Avenger. I've tried. And I thought that the Justice Inc. series that came out a few months ago with Doc Savage and the Shadow and the Avenger would make me an Avenger fan. And that series just really disappointed me. It kind of went every which way, never really connected. It was really disappointing. And in that series, the character of the Avenger, Richard Branson, was kind of a whiny, spoiled jerk. But I was never a fan of Daredevil either until Mark Waid took over the book. And Mark Waid is writing this brand new Avenger series, and I gotta say, I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Because if he brings the same magic that he brings to just about everything I've ever read of his, it'll be fun.
I mean, the cover art, he's diving out of a plane, and it looks like he's got smoke and not a parachute. So it could be entertaining.
Yeah, and that's Alex Ross cover. Yep,
cool.
So that'll be cool.
That'll be fun.
Last pick of the week, another pulp hero, another classic character, Airboy. Now, back in the early to mid 90s, Chuck Dixon did a great run on Airboy. You can get that in hardcover editions, trade paperbacks. And then a few years ago, Antarctic Press did another iteration of Airboy. This time, it's coming from Image, and I love the idea for this story. Basically, the writer, James Robinson, who is a classic, iconic comic book writer, is hired to write a brand new Airboy series. And he's lamenting it, like, oh, is that all I'm going to be known for, is rehashing these old pulp heroes? And, he's kind of feeling like he's a has-been. And Airboy shows up to set him and the artist straight.
That's a very fantastic concept.
Yes. So I have a feeling it's going to be this whole breaking of the fourth wall.
That's cool.
Some action-adventure mixed with comedy and social commentary. Could be pretty cool. I'm excited about the concept. We'll see how that plays out. Those are on comic book store shelves today, the 3rd of June.
Yes.
Holy freaking cow. How did we get to June?
I don't know. I must have been asleep.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Crazy.
Imagine that.
Now, before we leave you, Dee and Nancy are here in the congregation, back with us from her bout with, I think it was the flu. Did you have the flu? It was pretty bad, though.
Yeah, I was.
Anything happening that we need to be aware and let folks know about Cosplay Collective? What's happening? Come join us, Deaconess Dee.
At the chair.
I don't need the chair.
I don't. Well, you can have it for right now. You can have it.
I saw the wings.
Yes, I'm getting there. Got the harness all together. Got one of the wings almost done.
Yeah, it looks great.
They look awesome.
Got the harness so it fits her great and should be easy for her to carry around. And they actually come in and out so she can get in the elevator.
Awesome. Awesome.
Stuff like that.
Hot girl for
yes.
Nancy. So what's coming up with Cosplay Collective? What's happening?
Well, I mean, we don't have a con till July 11th.
That's right, July 11th.
We're thinking of going to Superman Celebration with you.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And then, what are we doing?
Kind of got a little bit of a breather.
We've got a little bit of a breather, thank goodness, since the last 6 weekends we've had something going on every weekend. Working with some other staff, we're putting together a maker meeting.
Yeah.
We're actually hooking up with another group that's having one this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll probably have it once a month.
Cool.
And we're working on getting some other cons for the Hospitality Suite. And I'm actually working with Metro Libraries now to try to get into the libraries.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Groups because their summer they have this superhero summer thing going on where you can win prizes if you do certain stuff and all that. So
Well, that sounds cool.
yeah, and every March they have an anime, manga, and comic month. So we want to get involved with that too.
So if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, or if you're not, just a fan of cosplay in general, you need to hook up with Cosplay Collective, because we do, and we do go to other areas, other states. We're going to be at River City Comic Expo in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're going to be at Geekonomicon in Biloxi, Mississippi later this year.
We do have a con every month starting in July.
Do we really?
That we're going to, yeah.
September, we're going to be in Jackson, Tennessee. When is GMX?
October.
October.
November is a Conjuration.
You,
In Atlanta?
Oh yeah. So
And then Biloxi in December.
we gotta get a calendar together. Right now we're just kind of playing it by ear, but it's getting to the point now we gotta tell people what's going on.
Structure.
Yeah, have some structure. So well, that's exciting. That's exciting. So if you want to,
And we're going to Dragon Con. Mind you, there's less than 100 days, and I have to have our Hawk Girl done. So
you're just going
Maybe
as attendees
this
to
month,
Dragon
yeah.
Con. Yeah. We're not going to be.
well, we'll be passing out a lot of cards. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I applied to be a panelist, but I didn't get it.
Vanderbilt. We're going to
Oh,
back
and
to
we'll be
Vanderbilt.
going back to Vanderbilt, the palliative care unit
Yeah.
and the oncology unit.
When?
And then this month, what day?
Sometime
Setting it
soon.
up.
Either the end of this month or the
At
1st of July.
the end of June or the beginning of July, they're working on the date.
So, cosplaycollective.org. It links directly to the Facebook page. We post all of the events and dates there, and you can just follow us along. And if you want to join in, we'd love to have you. We've got a great dedicated core now of cosplayers that have not only become partners but become close friends. And
We had a fantastic turnout for the Centennial Children's
yes,
Day.
you did.
We had every superhero you can think of and princesses.
It was awesome.
We had a lot of fun.
It was awesome, and there's no, I can say this with confidence, there's no other community group in Middle Tennessee that is doing what Cosplay Collective is doing at the level that they're doing it. There are other groups that
other
are
groups
going
are
out and
doing some
doing
things,
events, but at the level that you guys are putting stuff together and including more and more people, there's nobody else doing it at that level. And I think that's
trying.
awesome. You
We're
should
trying.
brag about that a little bit. I'll brag about that for you.
I'm not a bragger.
I know you're not. You're a little bit too humble too. Anyway, but I'm not. They're awesome. Well, that's it for this week, guys. So follow us on Facebook, Comixstravaganza Live. Also, shoot us email, comixstravaganza@gmail.com. And check out our sponsor, graphicpolicy.com. Best news source on the net. Today alone, 20 news stories on graphicpolicy.com. Crazy town. And Comic Bento. If you like comic books, and we know you do, and you like to get surprises every month, you can get over $50 in comics for less than $20 a month. And it's pretty cool. Click on the link in the show notes and check out comicbento.com. Well, guys, until the next time, we've had a good time. Hope you did too. Tell 200-300 of your closest friends and family. And until the next time, swing hard, swing often. We'll catch you on the flip side.